Well, it's time now for the Muletrain news program on this Thursday, March the 2nd, 2023, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Well, let's do the weather forecast. Right up front in this edition of the Muletrain news, we had some crazy weather, especially on this past Sunday here in the Muleshoe area on February the 26th. And, of course, we're still looking for a sponsor for our weather forecast. So please, if your business, your church, your organization would like to sponsor our weather forecast, we can put your message right in here in a audio ad in our weather forecast, along with a screen ad that will go on our Muletrain news, the front page of our website, and we'll share it as well on our Facebook and Twitter pages. Anyway, we desperately need a sponsor for our weather forecast. Call my cell phone and we can work a package out, 806-566-5881. But we're showing you right now some video footage that I filmed in our backyard during the day, later in the afternoon on Sunday, February the 26th. It was one heck of a day. We had some windy days, 3 of them earlier that week, but nothing like this past Sunday. Our high wind gusts here at the Muleshoe Mesonet Station, 2 miles south of town, was 73 miles per hour. That occurred at 5:33 p.m. And the Earth Mesonet Station was very similar. It's in a field right next to Toke Plant, northeast of town, and about 10 miles or so. It registered a 73 mile per hour wind gust at 4:59 p.m. And so that's the highest wind gust that has been recorded for Muleshoe that I can ever remember. I do not have a good historical backup to that, but boy, I just don't remember anything higher than 73 miles per hour for the Muleshoe area. Again, 5:33 p.m. Sunday afternoon is when that high wind gust hit. And then at the Earth Mesonet, 73 mile per hour wind gusts at 4:59 p.m. Lots of damage done all over the Muleshoe area, all over the South Plains and Panhandle regions, as Muleshoe within the Mesonet stations was the 28th highest wind gust. So the wind gust got much, much higher in many other places around the West Texas Mesonet area, which is the Panhandle and South Plains. In fact, right in our backyard, just a few miles south and to the west, the Door, New Mexico station registered an 85 mile per hour wind gust at 3:21 p.m. Of course, Door is a small, very, very small community just south of Upper Tallis in Roosevelt County, and it's not too far from Muleshoe. In fact, it would probably be the second closest weather station in the Mesonet groups, as the Earth one is the closest. Door is probably the second closest. 85 miles per hour at 3:21 p.m. The Friona Mesonet station registered a 79 mile per hour wind gust at 4:40 p.m. Amherst registered 78 miles per hour at 5:09 p.m. Anton, 77 mile per hour wind gusts at 6:16. Dimmitt had a 77 mile per hour gust at 6:06 p.m. Olton at 5:20 p.m. had a 75 mile per hour gust. And then the highest wind gust in the entire Mesonet stations was Memphis, which is up north of us and off the Caprock, registered 114 mile per hour straight line wind gusts on Sunday. Pine Springs had 103. Stratford had 87 mile per hour, and Hart had an 82. Those were the windiest places on the South Plains and Panhandle regions. But again, Muleshoe had a 73 mile per hour wind gust Sunday afternoon at 5:33. The west side of Muleshoe, the electricity went out for 4 hours or so. North of Muleshoe, Bailey County Electric had customers that lost electricity, as there was just so many different things that happen when the wind gets up that high, whether it's just the wind that tears down some of the framework of electricity distribution, or whether it blows something like a trampoline or a piece of roof or a fence through some of the electricity lines. It's bound to happen. Lots of other areas just outside of Muleshoe lost electricity on Sunday as well. And we are sad to inform you that several houses Sunday evening, as the wind just kept blowing into the nighttime hours, burned down on Sunday, including Terry Brewster's home. Gary Hooten informed us that there was a benefit fund set up to benefit Terry at Happy State Bank. And these three homes affected by that fire are in the West 11th Street area behind McDonald's. The Stacey Connor at the Bailey County Ministerial Alliance said the other two homeowners affected were Debbie Hurtado and Diego Rodriguez, and you could donate money to the Bailey County Ministerial Alliance, and they will get that sent out to those who lost their homes on Sunday night as well. You can put a check in the mail to the Ministerial Alliance, P.O. Box 151, Muleshoe, Texas 79347, or you can also just bring your donation by the offices at the First Baptist Church. And please keep those three people who lost their homes or damaged their home, Terry Brewster, Debbie Hurtado, and Diego Rodriguez, on your prayer list. And again, we'll mention that Gary Hooten called us and they had set up a fund for Terry Brewster at Happy State Bank. And you can donate that at any Happy State Bank benefit for Terry Brewster. Also donate money to the Ministerial Alliance, P.O. Box 151, Muleshoe, Texas 79347, or take your donation directly to the First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe. Well, the average high, as we've wrapped up February 2023, the average high here at the National Weather Service station at Channel 6 here in our backyard for the month of February was 58. The average low was 23. We got a quarter of an inch of rain during the month of February, which brings our 2023 total so far through 2 months to 51 100ths of an inch of rain. So just a smidge over half an inch of rain through 2 months of the year. So keep on your prayer list today a prayer for moisture and rain in our forecast as we come into the spring season. We desperately do need it, and you also might want to pray for less windy days here on the South Plains, as that Sunday was something else, and people driving out, it was just so dangerous, as there was many wrecks and electric lines, phone lines, and everything else out over the streets here in the area. Looking at our weather forecast for today, it's supposed to be windy again today. There is a wind advisory south of Bailey County, but we only have a red flag warning, so hopefully it won't be too bad for us. And we do have a chance of rain tonight, but we'll see what happens. Partly sunny today for Thursday, high near 63 degrees, windy conditions with the south-southwest winds 15 to 20 miles per hour, increasing to 25 to 30 miles per hour this afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 40 miles per hour. Then tonight, a 50% chance of showers, mainly before 9 p.m., mostly cloudy during the early evening hours, then gradually clearing with a low around 26. Blustery conditions overnight with the north wind 20 to 25 miles per hour, becoming northwest 10 to 15 miles per hour after midnight. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch are possible. Then tomorrow on Friday, sunny, high near 63, west-southwest winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour, mostly clear Friday night. low around 32. West-southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Saturday, beginning our weekend, sunny conditions, high near 62 degrees. West-northwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, becoming east-southeast in the afternoon. Saturday night, mostly clear, low around 38. South winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wind gusts as high as 30 miles per hour during the day on Saturday. Sunday, or during the night, overnight, Saturday night. Sunday, sunny, high near 76 degrees. West-southwest winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Sunday night, partly cloudy, low around 40. West-southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then Monday, mostly sunny, high near 76 degrees. West-southwest winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Gusts as high as 25 miles per hour during the day on Monday. Monday night, mostly cloudy, low around 42. Tuesday, partly sunny, high near 70 next week. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy, low around 38. Wednesday, partly sunny, high near 58. And that's our weather forecast for the next 7 days here in the Muleshoe area. And again, we're looking for a sponsor for our weather programming. Please call us today at 806-566-5881. Well, we just saw this, and it is a great news story as Linda Kathleen Patterson was recently honored by PCAT as the 2022-23 PCAT Bus Driver of the Year for Muleshoe Independent School District. The award was presented to Linda Kathleen Patterson by Dr. R.L. Richards and Miles James and PCAT Representative Walker Trudeau this morning at the Muleshoe ISD administrative offices. The award was based upon multiple driver attributes, including leadership, attitude, perseverance, student and parent relationships, and technical skills. In addition to being named the PCAT Member District's 2021-22 PCAT Bus Driver of the Year, Linda Kathleen Patterson was also named as the PCAT Regional Bus Driver of the Year. This designation, reserved for a smaller group of district bus Driver of the Year recipients, represented an even higher level of dedication and accomplishment. We're honored to recognize the effort, sacrifice, and great care exhibited by school bus drivers throughout the PCAT program, said Rick Edwards, president of Edwards Risk Management Incorporated. When I consider the heartfelt praise offered by other school bus drivers, supervisors, school staff, students, and parents, it stands out in my mind that the accomplishments extend beyond competent driving. It also speaks volumes to these drivers' humility, gentle spirits, gracious demeanor, and servant hearts, even as many of them have dealt with their own life struggles. PCAT is the largest public school risk pool in the U.S. devoted solely to property and casualty exposures, formed in 2003 to meet the unique property and casualty insurance needs faced by Texas schools. PCAT has grown to 174 members and more than $19 billion in school properties. So congratulations to Linda Patterson as she was named the PCAT 2022-2023 PCAT Bus Driver of the Year, and she drives bus for the Muleshoe Independent School District. Well, pictured on your TV screen is the 4 FCCLA students that competed recently in the Region 1 Leadership Conference, which included Cassie Kelly, Margie McCrary, and Carly Price, who competed in the redesign and repurpose event. They converted an old wooden nightstand into a children's reading nook. They did all the woodwork, refinishing, and painting. They plan to donate the reading nook to Dillman Elementary at the end of the school year. They placed first in their division and will advance to the FCCLA state competition. Also pictured is Jaslyn Aguirre. She competed in the job interview event. She compiled a digital portfolio that included her resume, application, job description, and job-related skills. She then participated in an actual job interview with a panel of judges. Jaslyn placed 5th in her division and advances to the FCCLA state competition, which will be on March 31st through April the 2nd in Dallas at the Hilton Anatolia. It's the Texas FCCLA State Leadership conference. So congratulations and good luck to Cassie Kelly, Marjorie McCrary, and Carly Price, along with Jaslyn Aguirre. You can see them pictured on their TV screen. And thanks so much to their sponsor, Val McCamish, for giving us that great news and that picture. The Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce sponsors Muleshoe Prayer Vigils. The next one will be held Monday morning, Monday morning, March the 6th. And that will be at the Muleshoe Heritage Center Chamber office there on West American Boulevard, right across from the Dinner Bell, and is at 7 a.m. And everyone is welcome to this Muleshoe Prayer Vigil, 7 a.m. Monday morning, March the 6th, at the Heritage Center Chamber office there on the west edge of Muleshoe, a Muleshoe Prayer Vigil sponsored by the Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce. Well, D-Now weekend at First Baptist Church is coming up this weekend, March 3rd through 5th. And be aware that there will be a D-Now Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m. this coming Sunday, and that will be part of our live stream. Of course, it begins at 11 a.m. every Sunday morning and will be Discipleship Now Sunday at the First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe. Of course, later on in the afternoon, we'll have the delayed audio broadcast from from the Muleshoe Methodist Church and the Calvary Baptist Church as well. We do that every Sunday at muleshoetv.com. Spring break is March 13th through the 17th here in the Muleshoe School, so you might want to mark that down on your calendar. Again, spring break, March 13th through the 17th. The Praise Quartet will be in concert at the First Baptist Church on Sunday, March the 26th at 11 a.m. So make sure to get out. Everyone is invited in the whole Muleshoe area to come hear this special Praise Quartet in concert on Sunday, March 26th at 11 a.m. at the First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe. And of course, if you can attend in person, you're welcome to join us on the live stream, muleshoetv.com. It'll be on our front page. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, and we'll inform you on all those election candidates that made the deadline for the May 6th election coming up in just a few moments. This edition of the Muletrain News is brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Here in Muleshoe at the original Leal's, 1010 West American Boulevard, they have a new bar with a bar menu that includes domestic beers, priced very affordably, including Coors for $3.50, Miller Lite $3.50, Bud Light $3.75, Budweiser $3.75, Michelob Ultra $3.50, and Shinerbach $3.75. In their import beer menu, Corona is $4, Tecate is $2.75, Modelo $4, Modelo is special $4, Dos Equis is $4, Pacifico $4.25, Victoria is $4.25, Corona Premier is $4. On their mixed drinks, the Sangria Swirl marked at $9 now, Beer Ritas $11.50, Sangria $8, Sangria Wine $8, Strawberry Margaritas frozen or on the rocks $8.50, Mango Margarita frozen or on the rocks $8.50, House Margarita frozen or on the rocks only $8, and the Micheladas with any beer is $8.50. That's the brand new bar menu available now when they're open at Leal's Mexican Restaurant, 1010 West American Boulevard. Victor, Debbie, Angelica, all their employees say come down and try their new bar menu available now at Leal's, the original Leal's, right here in Muleshoe, 1010 West American Boulevard. The Muleshoe Area Medical Center reminds you to get vaccinated, Muleshoe, for you, your family, your community, and your country. You can get vaccinated at any of the clinics that are available through the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. Call today, 806-272-4524. Also, they remind you continue your recovery close to home if you or a loved one needs more time to heal after an illness, injury, or surgery, the Swing Bed program at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center can help. Call the Swing Bed coordinator at 806-272-4524 or go to their website, muleshoehospital.com/recovery for more information. Well, the fourth grade patriotic musical will be performed, We Honor You, tomorrow on Friday, March the 3rd at 1:45 p.m. at the Carrie Moore Auditorium at Muleshoe High School. Everyone is welcome to attend, according to Susan White, the DeShazo music teacher, and she's invited us as well to come and film that program. Again, We Honor You, the fourth grade patriotic musical, and that will be our Meet Your Neighbor program, so look for it on the front page of our website here in the next 48 hours or so. But it will be performed tomorrow afternoon at 1:45 p.m. That's Friday, March 3rd at the Carrie Moore Auditorium at Muleshoe High School. We honor you, the fourth grade patriotic music program. Thanks to Susan White for inviting us to that. Well, Zana Carpenter has updated us with all those candidates that have applied for a place on the ballot, as that deadline has passed mid-February to get your name on the ballot for either the Muleshoe Hospital District, the Muleshoe ISD, or the city of Muleshoe. This election will be on May the 6th at City Hall. And those that have filed to be candidates for the city of Muleshoe for District 3, it will be Austin Ashley is the only person that filed for a place on the ballot. So he will replace Earl Behrens on the city council as a city council member. Gary Parker has filed for re-election for District 4, and no one will oppose him, so they won't have elections for either of those seats. For the Muleshoe Independent School District, the only seat that it has an opponent in it is for District 2 trustee. Dusty Stone and Robbie Bomer have both applied to be candidates, so they will have that election for District 2 trustee for the Muleshoe Independent School District. District 3 trustee Jeff King has got his application in, and District 5 Jesus Tovar, and they are both incumbents. For the Muleshoe Area Hospital District, District 2 seat, Alan Smyer has reapplied, and District 4 Gail Richardson has reapplied as well. So all of these elections will be canceled with the exception of MISD District 2, and that election will be held on May the 6th at City Hall here in Muleshoe. You can still register to vote. The last day to register to vote and be eligible to vote in this election is Thursday, April the 6th. Early voting for this District 2 MISD trustee seat will begin at City Hall, 215 South 1st Street, 8 a.m. through 5 p.m., beginning Monday, April the 24th through Tuesday, May the 2nd. And then, of course, Election Day will be at City Hall on Saturday, May the 6th. The Muleshoe Art Association has scheduled their spring art show, and we're so glad that to be ready and on our calendar. The spring art show will be at the Senior Center, Bailey County Senior Center, Main and Avenue D, April 3rd through the 7th. Then on Friday, April the 7th, we'll be down there to film. As 10:30 in the morning, they will have their judge, and they will do presentation of awards, and that will all be at the Senior Citizen Center. Thanks so much to Ann Johnson for inviting us to come and film there. The Muleshoe Art Association Spring Art Show. On athletics, on the schedule for today, Thursday, March the 2nd, Watson Junior High Track will be at a track meet in Denver City. There will be a tennis meet in Levelland, and the MHS baseball team will be in action at a tournament in Floydada, along with the Lady Mules. They'll be in a tournament, a softball tournament in Floydada. Tomorrow on Friday, March the 3rd, there will be the regional powerlifting meet. Then the big varsity track meet will be, varsity and JV track meet will be in Denver City. The MHS Mules and Lady Mules baseball and softball will continue on Friday and Saturday in their tournaments in Floydada. Then on Saturday, the regional powerlifting meet continues, and there will be a UIL invitational meet as well in Plains. So good luck to all the Mules and Lady Mules in action over this weekend in various athletic endeavors, and including that UIL invitational meet in Plains. On your prayer list today, remember Lewis Wayne and Wanda Schaefer, Terry Byers, Gabby Stone, Tina Castillo, Julie Cage, Bertha and Larry Combs, Doris Scott, Ruby Green, Betty Noble needs to be on your prayer list today. Joe Jinks, Marjorie Morgan, Olivia Barrera, John Blackwell, Tyrone Clements, Magan Reynolds. Continue to remember Mom on your prayer list today. She is in hospice care here at the house, and she has recently fallen a couple times, so please keep Mom on your prayer list today. Rodney Alanis and Terry Kemp, Mike Sladen, Myrna Royal, Richard Kaufman, Joe and Leela Copley, Renee Copley, Robbie Kelton, Bernie Martz, Eddie Morris, Missy Spratling, Carol Walsh, Cleta Robertson needs to be on your prayer list today. Cyrus Dell, Jerry Bruton, he's a new resident of our Parkview. Please keep on your prayer list those grieving the recent loss of a loved one, including Junior Mills, the family of James Meeson, the family of Orlando Martyr needs to be on your prayer list today. The family of Elaine Marie Phillips, the family of Bertha Flores, along with the family of Connie Alanis, and the family of Peanut Hawkins. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News Program, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News Program along with all of our older archived ones, over a decade's worth, free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. We'll hear from a small-town entrepreneur in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sound of Texas is brought to you here on muleshoetv.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They're celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope you enjoy this Sound of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
When Jeremy Rutledge graduated from Tech with an ag education degree in the 1990s, he and his wife Delane moved to Spur, where Delane grew up.
A lot of things were getting into disrepair, and people were moving away, and it seemed like the town was sort of drying up. And we always had this dream that one day Spur would have a resurgence, I guess you'd call it, and we'd be part of that.
They moved away from Spur, and Jeremy had a variety of jobs, including real estate, Dell Computer, and Ducks Unlimited. They moved back to Spur 3 years ago and got busy.
Bought a hardware store. We have a cattle operation and a ranch. My wife is a clinical therapist. We also have an entertainment company. We do chuck wagon catering. We cook steaks. We do all kinds of stuff. Provide what we call a West Texas experience, shooting sports and axe throwing. Ultimately, our goal is to recreate some of that West Texas flavor that everybody seems to like.
Jeremy has restored some historic homes and turned them into businesses.
Several different bed and breakfast and VRBO houses. We've got smaller houses and larger houses. Every one of them have been modernized and equipped with new appliances, new furniture, high-speed internet, things that you'd find in a pretty nice hotel.
His hardware store, founded about the time Spur was organized in the early 1900s, is all about service.
We have hanging baskets and we have vegetables. We'll deliver a lot of those. In some cases, I have several people that I've planted some plants for them, and we if it's a microwave that they need, we'll unbox it and plug it in and show them how to work it. We're one of the few stores that still carry in-house accounts. We really try and cater to our community. And if it's something that we don't have, but we know that we can get fairly quickly in Lubbock, then we'll actually make a run to Lubbock or Dallas or wherever it is that we need to go, just to make sure that we fulfill that need.
The store has some old merchandise.
We actually still have a big bin of wagon parts, so windmill parts, check valves, you name it.
Jeremy Rutledge of Spur.
We're kind of on a trajectory to try and revitalize as much of downtown as we can, to try and preserve as much history as possible.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.